Hey guys, it is Monday here on Lesbian Central and you're watching Haley. This week we're doing a question and answer video. So we asked you guys on our Twitter, on our Tumblr, on our Facebook to send in any questions that you wanted answered. You could direct them to any of the girls personally, or you could just ask in general. Since we did just post about that last night, we didn't get too many questions for me to answer today. So there's a few that we have compiled, or a few that I've compiled right here. And then also just some from my personal Tumblr that I've had in the past. Let's get going. So the first one that I have here is, if you could be any male actor, who would you choose? And when I read this, my first thought was Johnny Depp. I feel like every female loves him. Every male wants to be him. And I think he's gorgeous. And I think he's a brilliant actor. And I think it'd just be cool to be him for a day. Number 2, would you rather marry someone 5 years younger or 8 years older? And definitely 8 years older. I just think with age comes like maturity and experience and just understanding life. And I think that I could learn a lot from someone older than me. Someone 8 years older would just be ready to, I would assume, to be ready to like settle down and have babies and cats and dogs and careers and just like that life that I imagine for myself in the future at some point. And marrying someone 5 years younger than me may not be ready for all of that stuff and may not be thinking about the future in the way that I'm thinking about it now. The third question is, why is there a fear of falling in love? Well, I think some people are scared of falling in love because with love comes the chance of heartbreak and comes the chance of falling out of love with that person. And being someone who's gone through that, I would never ever wish that feeling on anyone in my life, not even my worst enemy. Someone breaking up with you, or even just realizing that you're just not in love with another person anymore, is one of the scariest things to admit to yourself or to hear from another person. It feels like you're just being ripped, your heart is literally being ripped out of your chest and there's nothing left there anymore other than these memories that just torture you and assault you all the damn time. And also falling in love means that you're completely opening yourself up to another person and letting them know all of the good and the bad about you, letting them see you at your worst, and that can be scary because a lot of us put up walls and we only present the world with the best version of ourselves, and we don't let ourselves open up and be vulnerable with other people. But really, you have to take that plunge and you have to be willing to be hurt sometimes for some of the most amazing things to happen to you. So I understand that it can be scary, but it can also be the most wonderful feeling, the most wonderful experience of your whole life, being in love with another person. So, you know, it's not always going to end up bad. You will meet that person that will make it all worth it. Number 4 is, which of the Lesbian Central girls would win a fight on Jerry Springer? Now, I only know a few of the girls personally in my life. I have heard stories of Lauren getting into bar fights. I have seen the repercussions on her knuckles and her hands of what happens after she gets into fights. I really don't think I would like to be on the receiving end of angry Lauren, especially maybe when intoxicated. So I feel like if put on Jerry Springer, I think that she would definitely have a high probability of getting worked up and taking it out physically on another person. And I think that would make for a great show. So maybe we can like reach out to Jerry Springer. Maybe he'd like to have us on the show sometime. You know, I'm pretty sure that Lesbians would bring a lot of viewers. And also lesbian drama. Ooh, we put that shit on TV, like the real L Word, and you see that people go crazy over it. They love it. Number 5, are you single? Yes, I am single. And number 6, would you rather burn or freeze to death? And this one is a no-brainer. I would rather freeze to death because I feel like that is just like a slow process that you kind of just like fall asleep and you're just like laying in the snow, and it would just be nice. Where burning to death, like you are going to feel that every inch of, and also I hate being hot. I I love getting into like a cold bed and just being cold all the time. It's just like my thing. 7, if there were no repercussions and you were of age and it wasn't inappropriate, would you sleep with a professor or a teacher? I don't quite see how it would never be not appropriate. Not saying that it's not hot, but would I? Probably a professor, not a teacher like high school, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. No, I'm kidding. I would never sleep with someone to get something or to get better grades or whatever that, but you know, you can't help who you love, right? Right. I'm just gonna leave you guys with those questions for now, but please keep sending in your questions that you would like any of the girls to answer. Tomorrow is Shayna, so you can send in questions specific to her. You can send them to her personal Tumblr, which would be linked in one of her, like linked in the description box below one of her videos. You can send it to the Lesbian Central Tumblr. You can respond in the comments below on this video with other questions. Just keep sending them in and everyone will try and get around to answering them as best as they can. Also, to let you guys know, next week on Monday, June 16th, we are going to be having a tiny chat because we haven't done that in so long and we finally figured out a day that most of us or almost all of us can make it. So Monday, June 16th from 9 to 10, we will be having a tiny chat. Yeah, so that's my video for today. I hope you guys had a great weekend and you guys have a super awesome, lovely week, and I'll see you next Monday. Okay, bye. Mwah.